Most people spend their lives feeling behind. They look around and see bigger houses, better jobs, nicer cars, and larger bank accounts. Every comparison seems to point in the same direction. Someone else has more, which somehow makes them feel like they have less. The strange thing is that many of these people are not poor. They have food on the table, a safe place to sleep, and enough stability to plan for the future. Yet they still walk through life carrying the feeling that something important is missing. Part of the problem is that modern life has changed the way we measure wealth. We no longer compare ourselves to ordinary people. We compare ourselves to the most successful, wealthy, and visible individuals on the planet. Every day we are shown images of luxury, status, and extraordinary lifestyles. After seeing them often enough, they begin to feel normal. What once looked exceptional starts to feel average. As expectations rise, gratitude quietly disappears. People stop noticing what they already have because their attention becomes fixed on what they do not have. The result is a strange form of poverty. Not poverty of resources, but poverty of perspective. A person can possess many valuable things while feeling as though they have nothing at all. Imagine losing your health for a moment. The ability to walk, breathe freely, move without pain, and enjoy an ordinary day would suddenly become priceless. Yet while health is present, most people barely notice it. The same thing happens with time. Many people spend years chasing more money while ignoring the value of the days they are living. They treat time as though it will always be available. One day they realize that money can be earned again, but lost years never return. The moments they rush through become the moments they wish they could relive. Relationships are another form of wealth that often goes unnoticed. To have people who genuinely care about your well-being is something that cannot be purchased, rented, or manufactured. A supportive friend, a loving partner, or a close family member may not look impressive on social media. Yet during life's most difficult moments, these relationships often prove more valuable than anything money can buy. Freedom is another hidden form of wealth. The ability to make choices about your life, your time, and your future is something many people underestimate until it becomes limited. Even simple routines can be signs of abundance. The ability to exercise, enjoy a hobby, read a book, take a walk, or spend an evening in peace may seem ordinary, but they are privileges that many people do not have. The problem is not that people want more. Ambition, growth, and progress are natural. The problem begins when people become incapable of recognizing what they already possess. When gratitude disappears, no achievement feels sufficient. Every success quickly becomes normal, and every new goal creates another desire that feels equally urgent. This is why some of the wealthiest people in the world still feel dissatisfied. The issue is not always a lack of resources. Sometimes it is a lack of appreciation. Many people spend years chasing a future version of happiness. They tell themselves they will finally feel complete once they earn more, achieve more, or become more. But happiness has a habit of moving. Every destination becomes another starting point. Every arrival creates another race. The finish line keeps moving further away. Perhaps the real question is not how much you own. Perhaps the real question is whether you are able to recognize the value of what already exists in your life. Because wealth is not measured only by numbers. Some forms of wealth cannot be counted, displayed, or compared. They can only be experienced. A healthy body, meaningful relationships, freedom, purpose, peace of mind, and time are not secondary forms of wealth. They are often the foundation upon which every other success is built. Without these things, many of the achievements people chase begin to lose their meaning. Possessions become less satisfying, and appearances become harder to maintain. The world constantly encourages you to focus on what is missing. Entire industries depend on making people feel incomplete because dissatisfaction is easier to sell than contentment. That is why it takes awareness to notice what is already present. It takes wisdom to appreciate something before it disappears. This is not a motivational message promising riches or success. It is simply an invitation to look at your life through a different lens. You may still have goals. You may still want to improve your situation. You may still be building something meaningful for the future. There is nothing wrong with that. But while you are building the future, do not become blind to the wealth that already surrounds you. Do not overlook the things that many people would give anything to have. Because the problem is not always that your life lacks value. Sometimes the problem is that you have been measuring it with someone else's definition of wealth. And when you finally change the way you measure your life, you may discover something surprising. You are richer than you think.